all doing today? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm Priscilla with Priscilla Greenhouse again coming at you. And where are my forever advancing yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. How you all doing this morning? Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. I'm pressed for time this morning. You know how sometimes you get in a rush, and even today I got in a rush and I really need to change something quickly. Let's see here. Just a minute. Good to see you all this morning. I'll do something else with it later. I really forgot to change the title, but it's okay. How you all doing? Got an alarm going off reminding me to water plants. How many of you set alarms in your phone all the time to water your plants, Because I'm always having to water plants. So, good to see you all this morning. And I have a setup that I've been showing in my lives. And over the weekend, I transplanted some straight neck squash plants. And they're doing magnificent under this light here. There's two alarms I have set back to back. Corn plants, I just want to show you all something. Take a look at this straight neck squash plant. The true leaves are coming in. I'm going to put my hand on here. I want no water to get in my computer. The true leaves are forming already. Beautiful, 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 healthy plant. It's in a mixture of peat moss, perlite, some of my compost, and some other potting soil also, I do believe. Okay? A straight neck squash plant. And today, I am going to have to transplant these corn plants into bigger containers. Not all of them, but these corn plants, this is sweet corn, country gentleman. The country gentleman, this is sweet corn. Good morning everyone. And I'm going to transplant a couple of these plants out into containers of this size. I really and truly need to be putting them in larger containers because these corn plants still need to grow another month or so if I'm looking at my last freeze date for Arkansas. And I am in grow zone 7B, and the last frost date is April the 3rd. So the corn plants are going to have to find a nice warm place to still live for almost 2 months, okay? February the 14th, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. February the 14th, February, March, April the 14th will put it just right for me to harden these plants off and get them in the ground. So that'll give it a good 2 months. But how many of you know that these corn plants are really going to be jumping? They're really going to be jumping. They're really going to be jumping between now and then. And this is just another setup. This is just another setup where I have this special light that I ordered off of Amazon. And it has like 3,300 kelvins. And I'm not 100% sure, but it's an experiment I'm doing. And it's kelvins and lumens. That's the only thing I know. You research the two words, Kelvin and lumens. I think lumens, I think kelvins is the light that plants really need to grow to think it's actual natural sunlight from on the outside. I think that's Kelvin's. Do I have it mixed up? And lumens is another number that's very important when you're trying to get bulbs. So do your homework and research it. Please research it so you can write it down and know what type of bulbs to get. But I'm doing an experiment, and my bulbs are not quite 6,500 kelvins. It's not quite 6,500 kelvins. But the plants are still looking beautiful. They're not stringy. They're not leggy. And they're still doing real good. But I want you all to take a look over here in the area of my, I call it my little incubator for my plants. But this is just another area where I have cucumber plants inside. And I have to do this all the time. I'll be so glad when I'm able to record another way so I won't have to do it. But for right now, for demonstration purposes only, I want you all to just see there's cucumber plants in there, tomato plants, peas, beans. The chili peppers have not started to come up yet, but I do see, and you can see, the root gourds, tomato plants, cucumbers. Okra on the back is coming up really nicely. Let's see here. Can I get down a little lower? Let you all see back there if you can. Trying to aim the camera back there so you can see. There's cucumber, okra at the back. There's garden peas coming up. Beans. Those are beans. Those are beans. If you can see it from the top. It's really hard to let you all see what I see back off in the cut. But those are garden beans, and the peppers haven't started to come up yet. They take a minute. Cucumber, collard greens, broccoli, peas. One of the peas, like it probably just died. It didn't come up. So I don't know what you all can really see. I've done my best to let you see what's in there. But holding this here laptop is not easy. And I hope you all can see something. Okay? Hope you can see something. All right, and down here is another level. There are some plants off in the cut there too, but it's hard to see. I have trays over those. But I just wanted you all to see some of the plants here. And let me get it set back up so you all still can see the setup over here. And it's kind of delayed. It's delayed a little bit. So I'm just trying to make sure you all can still see the setup over here. Yeah, and you still can see it. Because it's just showing me that you all can see what I see. And over here. Good morning everyone. And I'm just going to close this back off. It needs to keep all the heat that it possibly can on the inside. And I do have corn plants in the windowsill. I have zinnia plants growing here. That's my zinnia plants. They're still hanging on, and they're still doing real good. And corn plants, still have corn plants. And this is really the size container that the corn plants really and truly needs to be in. They need to be in a container. This side, this is a gallon pot. I'm going to leave these two plants in here for the duration probably. And I just may put them in the ground when it's really warm outside. It all depends. But what I'm getting ready to do right now, people, I'm going to take you through some steps. This is my first time doing this. This is my first time doing this. And it's like experimenting with light to grow vegetable plants and seedlings inside of my home. And that's what I'm doing. And this setup right here, all this was purchased online. The shelving. And I wanted you all to see. And the only way you're going to see it is for me to take it another step further. But I really got this thing, I mean, I put it in here airtight so no one can get anything out of here. But I want to show you something. Hope I don't tear it up. But I would like to let you see it. It's kind of hard to get out of there. I think I'm going to leave it alone. Woo! I set that thing up like a escape artist can't even get out of that. But I see my little plants coming up, and I wanted to tell you the name of the plants. But the labels are turned around, and I can't even get it out. I really got it taped up pretty good here. Let's see. No, I'm going to leave it alone. Because this plastic was just an opening to keep it nice and warm in there for the plants to germinate. And they are germinating in both trays. So I'm going to leave enough alone. I'm just going to, you all have to see them another time. You all would have to see those plants another time. But I do believe I planted sweet peppers. And I planted regular seeds from my yellow, red, and green sweet peppers that I was cooking with. And I just started popping seeds off. And I planted them, and they are coming up. I wish I could see that label, but it's so hard to turn it. It is so hard to turn it to let you all see it, and I'm afraid I'm going to tear the whole thing up trying to let you all see it. So I'm just going to leave it for now, and one day when I can really take it out, I'll show it to you. But right now, what I want to do real quickly, while you all are here, is at least transplant some of these plants that's ready to be transplanted. I'm telling you, I have some peat moss in this bag here, and I'm going to put my mask on because peat moss is really dusty, if you ask me, just like perlite. And I am going to put perlite in here also again. Put a little perlite in here. It's perlite. Let me turn this around just a little bit. So it's perlite in here, and put some peat moss in there. This is peat moss that I'm putting in. This leaf got in my peat moss some kind of way. That's the peat moss. This is some organic, just a little bit now, garden tone, herb and vegetable food. And just put like a sprig of it. This is my homemade compost. I'm going to put a little bit in there. It's time to feed the roots of these plants now, and I don't want to kill them. And I'm going to also mix some potting soil, Dollar Tree potting soil, in with this. Now I'm just going to put all of it in here because I put a lot of compost in here, and I need to spread it out to a certain amount so the compost that I put in won't be too strong for the roots of the plants. And I have my shovel here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some water to this mix. There's a lot of soil in there, so there's plenty of water. so my potting mix can be really moist, okay? And where are my favorite invest in yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. Woo! Gotta do it, people. I gotta do it. Get this all mixed in. I don't want it to be sloppy wet, but I do want it to be wet enough so when I put the plants in, they have some soil, some more soil to sit right off in, okay? Leave some of this in my spray bottle. Okay. I can always water it. I'm running out of water. I need to go get more water. Okay. Let me get this out the way. I'm just making sure you all can see what's going on here. Yeah, it's cutting my head off. But you all know what I'm doing, so I'm going to lift this camera up a little bit more. So you all know, you all got the idea of what I'm doing here. Even though you can't see it, I'm just mixing my ingredients up. Perlite, peat moss, organic compost, and some of my homemade compost, so the plants can have some really good nutrients now because they're producing their true leaves. And when they're producing their true leaves like this, it's time for them to have some type of nourishment. The potting soil alone will not do it. So I'm going to go in here, remove my thermometer out the way. I'm going to take some more plants out of here to get them out the way, because what I need to do, I need to get some bean plants. These bean plants are getting really almost too big for this here grow light, for this area. My goodness. Almost too big for this setup right here. Look at here. These are garden beans. These are my garden beans, and I'm going to transplant some of them right now. Okay? And here's the cup I'm going to use. Water running out really good at the bottom, so I got to make sure I don't want to wet up anything. So got a tray here. I'm going to let it sit right here for right now. And it's easy to take the transplants out. There's one garden bean plant right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squeeze the bottom of this here cell, and I'm going to turn it over. Hopefully I don't take out all my plants. I'm going to work it out slowly. I got it. And here it is. Woo! See, it's trying to fall apart, but let me let you look at it. That's my little bean plant there. Okay? That's a little bean plant right here. You can see it. And I'm just going to sit it. I happen to have like a little spoon here. I don't know what my little... I don't want to use that though. But I have a stick, and I'm just going to put a hole right here in the middle, and I'm going to sit it right off in there. I'm not going to mess with the root system or anything. That's all you're going to have to do. I'm going to add some more soil around it, center it off, press it down, make sure there's no air pockets in there, I'm going to tap it a little bit like this. Tap it. Water coming at the bottom. So I know it's not going to be dry. And that's it. All potted up nice. It's all potted up and ready to go. And I'm going to sit it right over here. I have a special pan for it, which is right here. And I can sit about 6 plants in here. I'm going to let it get to this little new home where it's going to be growing at, which is right here. For now, it's still like there's an experiment going on. So I want to see what that light is going to do. The light that I have set up. And it may be strong enough where it can reach down to another level. I'm just going to have to see what the plant is going to do. Now, if it starts stretching for the light, I'm going to have to redo something. Okay. Let's do another one really quickly. Okay. Make an opening in the middle. Same steps. Squeeze the bottom of this tray right here. And just pretty much you can just pull it up out of there. And look at the root. You see the roots on this thing? Beautiful. Can you see them? All right. You take the cup. Put it right in there like that. I mean, that's 2 plants though. Wait a minute. I'm going to leave 2 bean plants growing together. It's no problem. It's no problem. I'm going to leave 2 bean plants growing together in the same cup. Yes, I saw that done on YouTube. They don't have to be singled out. They was planting beans, as a matter of fact. When that man said I'm going to leave them just like that, I said, oh, okay, so it's 2 bean plants. They're vining. They're going to vine up. I'm going to put it about, I'll be growing them by a trellis anyway. So there's 2 more plants. Press it down, press it down. Just get in the air. No air pockets. And that's another 2 bean plants in there, okay? You put it right over here. That's where they're going to be staying for now. And it's good to see you all today. Let me do one more quickly. If I still see twigs, I remove the little sticks and twigs out of the soil as I go. I don't want the sticks and the twigs in there. Open it up again. Let's bring it up a little higher with some soil. Mix. Perlite. Okay, taking the plants, 2 more. Matter of fact, that's the way I planted them, 2 to a pot, and both of the plants came up, so that's a good thing. Here we go again. You see? Garden beans. So garden beans, okay? The hole is already in here. Okay, the hole is here, and just stick it down in there, press it down. Don't want to disturb the root system too much at all. And just get some more soil, put in here. Work it around the plant, turn it around. It's simple to do this here. It's not hard planting seed. My thing is watching these plants grow. And just tap it down. All right. That wasn't too bad, was it? And it didn't take very long. It didn't take very long at all. So I'm glad you all could join me today. And I'll be getting back probably for part 2 later on today. And where are my forever advancing yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. God bless you. I'm glad you all could join me today. And I am Priscilla with Priscilla's Greenhouse. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.